What's up, everybody? It's LG Doucette here. Today is Monday, May 10th, 2021. It's Pack Drop Day. That's always a great day. Welcome to The First Minute, a podcast where I cover marketplace trends, big sales, and everything going on with NBA Top Shot. We got a quick episode today, and whether you look at it as a positive or a negative topic, we are going to talk about the end of the profitable pack in Top Shot, because the end of the profitable pack in Top Shot has arrived. I'm sorry to say. But it's here, and we got to talk about it. And today I'll take you through the reasons why that's happening, as well as what to expect from this Throwdowns pack, as well as other base packs coming up real soon. I want to remind everybody here that nothing on the show constitutes trading advice in any way, and that this show is not affiliated with NBA Top Shot, the NBA, or Dapper Labs. I'm just a guy at his house who loves basketball and blockchain. This is The First Minute. Today, just going around the horn, what's going on in Top Shot this morning? Okay, so the base pack drop from Friday, it's still going on. It's 72 hours long. I don't know how many people have bought this thing. I think last time I checked, it was over 250,000 people have shown up to buy this base pack. And a reminder that there is another reservation pack coming this week. You can go on the website on NBA Top Shot right now and reserve it. You have until Wednesday, and that pack drop for the base pack, again, the next RSVP pack drop, release 34, will start pretty much at the same time it did last week on Friday afternoon. Also, what's interesting is that whenever there are these RSVP pack drops is when we get kind of like a view as to how many active users there actually are and how many people are willing to pay $9 per pack, which again, to no surprise, is still quite high. We're talking 250,000 plus. Anyways, that should end today. Just a couple of hours before the Throwdowns Pack, which we are going to get to in just a minute. Other things coming to an end today, the Hustle and Show, which seems like a million years ago that this pack even came out. Hustle and Show, that challenge ends today. It only has one challenge, which is a little bit weird, but I feel like we are going to see more Hustle and Show moments sometimes very soon. Last I checked, there were about, I think, just under 7,000 completions, probably more by now. We also know that there is no master challenge for this set, which is a little odd. So obviously a little less incentive to be collecting these. Also, even though these are commons, 7,000 of a moment is quite a lot for Giannis. And, you know, the expected value of this reward on the marketplace, I would say, is kind of low, again, with no master challenge. If you look at other Giannis moments that are out there, you have his 7,500 LE base moment from Series 2 going right now for like $48. You have his 1 of 10,000 LE Seeing Stars moment going for $55. The price of this challenge has hovered above $200, so I don't know if there's going to be that much value for the people doing it, but hey, challenges are fun. They're also fun to do to try and get a really good serial number. Also just a fun little part of Top Shot. So that ends today. Maybe some more Hustle and Show news very soon. Also, we're expecting another Cool Cats challenge. It's kind of weird that there's been some time now where there has been no Cool Cats challenge, but that's the reality of it. We heard last week on Friday during office hours that this next Cool Cats challenge is going to be a hybrid challenge of something where you need to do a showcase contest with certain types of players. Still not really sure what that's going to be. We should be hearing about that in the next couple days, so keep an eye out for that. Not going to talk about Cool Cats more because I feel like we've just beaten Cool Cats to death, and hopefully it ends very soon. Also, yesterday on Twitter, don't just know if you saw this thread, we put out a big prediction thread of what we think is going to happen, mainly what I think is going to happen over the next couple weeks, for better or for worse. Again, these are big predictions, so they're not too factual, but this is what we're looking at. First, throwdowns, the first thing we said would happen, and a couple of hours later, it did happen. No big whoop there. It wasn't very hard to predict that one. We knew it was coming up. Also, the stimulus from the showcase contest, or at least that's what we're calling it, the $20 that thousands of people are going to get. That's coming up. Collector score, I'll talk about that in a second. The end of Cool Cats also coming in the next 2 weeks, as well as a holo icon drop. We know that that is coming probably sometime before the season ends or before the playoffs begin. It's going to be the third and final holo icon drop of this series, or so I think it's the final one. Also, common moment galore. We're going to see way more RSVP packs coming down the line. Also, an early adopter reward. If you go and take a quick look in your baller status, which is still there, it's in the top right corner of Top Shot. You can go see it, and you scroll down to early adopter, whatever it is. It'll tell you that if you collect a moment before May 22nd, 2021, you get the early adopter status. Not sure what that means. Not sure what May 22nd, 2021 means or why that date, but it is also the start of the playoffs. Also, the last little prediction there being that the NBA is very likely going to be putting some marketing power behind Top Shot once the playoffs come. A lot of the problems have been fixed now, and there's not so much kind of weird attention around Top Shot. It's kind of regulating a lot, so a good time for the NBA to come back in and talk about this cool product during the playoffs. Last little prediction. Quite a few pack drops that could happen, like another premium drop, a potential rookie legendary drop, as well as another hustle and show, and maybe, just maybe, a play-in tournament set. You can go check out that thread on Twitter, was posted yesterday. Before we get to the end of the EV pack, I do want to talk about Collector Score, which is being used today for the first time during this Throwdowns drop. You need 220 collector points to get it. If you haven't seen this, you might have an email about it. If not, also, we have a great tweet about it. Basically, this is something, well, we didn't know it existed until literally the other day when it was mentioned in office hours, but we have been awaiting something like this for a while. Basically, a qualification system for pack drops, and who knows what else it could qualify us for based on the types of moments that you have. So for example, you get X amount of points if you have certain Series 1 or Series 2 moments, legendary, rare, whatever. This is something we've been expecting for a while. Jury's still out in terms of how I feel about it. It's kind of just very similar to the previous pack drop restrictions for rare and legendary, except this is a bit more of an aggregate score. So, gives people who like to just collect commons and no rares or legendaries, gives them a chance at these pack drops. Jury's still out. I think we'll need to, get through a few more pack drops before we can really say if this collector score is a good idea or not. We're seeing that 220 is the threshold for today for a big rare pack drop. So very curious to know how high that threshold will go over time. Will we ever see it at 500, at 1,000? Will we see it as low as 100? Could it go more than 1,000? And also, how many pack drops is it going to be implemented for? Collector score, I think something that is here to stay and something that's going to matter more over time. Also saw a lot of people complaining on Twitter that things like completing challenges were not taken into account for collector score. Maybe it will be in the future. Again, there's so much in terms of the quantified elements of Top Shot that we don't know yet that I'm sure will be cleared up or revealed sometime in the next couple months. Next up, we're going to talk about the end of the profitable pack. All right, folks. I'm seeing your tweets. I'm seeing the commentary out there. I saw it on Friday and on Saturday when those base packs were open, and I saw them yesterday after the cost of the Throwdowns pack was released. People are not happy with their packs. They're not happy that some of the moments in their packs aren't worth very much. Especially a $9 base pack now might contain 3 moments all worth $3. By the end of this week or next week, some of those moments could be worth less than $3. And that's because in those base packs, there's tons of different moments. There's over 300 different possible moments in there, many of them containing very high serial numbers, as well as a lot of non-superstar players. Now, I've been saying this for a long time on Top Shot, is that the packs that are sold will soon return to an average EV, as in estimated value or expected value. And that time has come now. Packs that we're buying are now worth the same amount on average as what they're being sold for. In some cases, maybe a little less. In some cases, maybe a little bit more. Every pack is now pretty much turning into some form of lottery where you hope to get either a really good player or a really good serial number or just a really desirable moment. And to be honest, it might hurt to say this or to hear it, but we were always going to get here. And this is actually the only way for Top Shot to keep operating into the long term. It can't be that every single pack is worth way more than its value. That's not sustainable, and that's only ever going to attract people who are there to make money and not to collect long term. What this means is that sometime very soon, we might have the ability to buy more than one pack at a time, which for me, honestly, that'd be welcome. I kind of hate getting a little drip of just one pack a week. It's like, please just give me more. Let me buy 5 or 10 packs at a time. And if I want to, I'll spend $100 doing that. So one of the silver linings of those base packs coming back down is that, again, we might be able to buy more than one soon, or there might be, tons of supply for new people to buy them as they please when they come out. However, all that only really applies to base packs. Today, we have a different type of pack coming out, Throwdowns, where each moment is going to be one of 1,800, and there are 45 players total, including 6 rewards afterwards to make 51. In those 45 players that are being available today, there are not too many big stars. And I think that the release for this pack, in fact, I think that the expected value or estimated value of these moments is going to be potentially significantly below the cost of the pack. And I'm not saying that so that you don't go out there and buy it. If you want to buy these packs, there's some cool moments in them. You should go and buy them. But I'm just telling you what I believe might be happening soon, as well as what some of my peers on Twitter are saying. Some of these players in here are not the most exciting, and even the rewards that are included, again, those 6 moments, are also like, some players that are kind of fringe all-stars, right? Like the best one in those rewards is Donovan Mitchell. Of course, yeah, great all-star. But you got like Zach LaVine, Blake Griffin, and then some other kind of players like Anthony Simons, who, is still kind of making a name in the league. So not somebody that you want to go after necessarily as a reward or break the bank for. I'll give you an example of how not attractive, let's say, these packs might be today. Here's a hypothetical pack you might get. And I'm making this up just by literally looking at what's in the pack listing page. You would get let's say, Jared Allen, number 29,801, a Jamal Murray, number 12,788, a Kevin Looney, number 500 or 5,613, Yusuf Nurkic, number 17,556, and a Joe Ingles, number 33,471. And then your throwdowns might be a Montrezl Harrell, number 1,377. Do you think that is going to go for $150 combined on the marketplace? Maybe it will, maybe it won't. I don't think it will. Here's a scenario for a potential challenge in the Throwdown set. The reward, Hamidou Diallo. Okay, cool. Like player on OKC. He's decent. He's got some nice moments in Top Shot. The players you'll need, Chris Boucher, De'Aaron Fox, Mo Bamba, Jackson Hayes, Drew Holiday, John Morant, Aaron Gordon, Isaac Okoro, and Cam Reddish. How much do you think that's going to go for? How much is that Diallo going to go for? How many people are going to do that challenge? It's very interesting, right? I don't know. I feel like a couple months ago, people would jump at any of these challenges. But in this case, the Throwdown set might be a little bit different. Again, these are some really nice plays. They're all dunks. It's really cool. But again, the economics of the set aren't necessarily the most favorable for making this a very highly sought after set. Plus, it's got some other factors working against it, such as that most of these challenge rewards, the challenges are going to happen in the middle of the playoffs when people are thinking about non-playoff plays, and also amongst challenges that might be playoff set rounds. So that, challenge number 3 of Throwdowns might happen at the same time as the challenge for the first round set, for example, or during Hustle and Show number 2, or Metallic Gold number 27, or whatever else is coming. Maybe now you're feeling a little bit sad about this Throwdown set. I'm not. I'm just giving the facts. I'm still going to go and line up and hope to get a spot in line. Still going to do it. I'm still here to collect and have fun. I just think that we've finally arrived at the point where some of these packs are just not worth the value anymore, which is where we were always going to go. What that means is that, this might be the last time we see some of these rent seekers. What's a rent seeker? Well, if you hang out on Twitter, you saw Mr. MBL's thread a couple weeks back. A rent seeker is somebody who's coming to Top Shot mainly just to buy packs and dump the moments. If those people are here for this drop today, well, it might be the last time that they are here, because they might not be so pleased. They might not make money jumping their moments. But maybe that's better for the long term. Or maybe I'm dead wrong. Maybe each of these Throwdowns moments is going to go for $500 each on the marketplace. I guess we'll find out later today. And that is going to do it for the first minute today, folks. Please, good luck in that pack drop, whether you are eligible or not. Well, I guess not good luck if you're not eligible, but if you are, go get them. And also make sure you check out Twitter Spaces. We're going to be on there doing a live show during the drop. So we're going to be on there at 1:45 Pacific, hanging out, me and the Real Phil D and the rest of the First Mint crew hanging out for Club Cold Brew, so make sure you get a cold brew in the morning. Again, if you don't know what that is, check out Twitter. We're going to post something really cool there in the morning about these cold brews. Otherwise, we will see you Wednesday on the First Mint.